Joining us now, Paul's just popped in. As some of you know, it's been a bit of a turbulent week or two for Talking Bowls recently, and Paul's just come here just to tell us what exactly happened a couple of weeks ago when all of a sudden the hosting seemed to disappear. Paul, perhaps you can enlighten everybody.
Yeah, I think I was in the same situation as everybody else who goes on Talking Bowls. Got up in the morning, the first thing I do, log on, see what's going on. And there was a message on the board saying hosting suspended, and then a bit of a write-up underneath about why it was suspended, which suggested that the hosting hadn't been paid for, which annoyed me because it was only 2 months since I'd given the host £250 for the hosting that we've upgraded to a couple of years ago or last year. Which copes with the traffic or should have coped with the traffic that we were getting. Further investigation, arguments or whatever via email suggested that it was using up too much, it was overloading the server, which, though Talking Bowls is a very busy site both visually and obviously with the amount of traffic going through it, it isn't that big. And it certainly shouldn't be using that sort of amount. They kept pushing, saying that I needed to upgrade to another server, to a dedicated server, which was going to cost a hell of a lot of money, or what I considered to be a hell of a lot of money, considering I pay for it generally myself, sort of thing. I wasn't going to be prepared to pay for it, so at that point it did look like Talking Bowls was no more because I wasn't prepared to carry on. I got a lot of support via people through the forum, various ways where they managed to get hold of me rather than through the website itself. All offering money and offering support and anything they can do, etc., which was greatly appreciated. But it was something that I've got to try and get sorted myself and get handled. Unfortunately, with a bit of arguing here and there, a few changes to the website to try and streamline it a little bit, but not too much. They seem to have backed off, and the last email I received said that they don't seem to be have any more problems. So far so good. We're still live at the moment, and I'll cross my fingers.
Yeah. I gather you did have quite a few offers from people financially to help toward it if there was a problem.
Yeah, I mean a lot of the members who have donated in the past, basically, to keep it alive in the past. All said like, well, we'll chip in again and you'll have to make it a subscription site, and everybody was very supportive in that way. I even had one person who said, well, I'll pay for the whole hosting because we don't want to lose the forum. I've got to say that it was very much appreciated, but I really didn't want to go down that route, and I really did think that the hosts at the time were trying it on. So, the amount of support I received was fantastic. I mean, the Shropshire Bowls website offered as much hosting as they could to alleviate the problem, where we could send people across to them, and they were of great support, and I appreciate the help that they tried to offer, as well as 21 Up, because I know that I would have contacted Jeff had it got technical.
Yeah. So why do you continue to keep it free, Paul?
I think the whole point with Talking Bowls was that it needed to be there for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're a competition bowler, whether you're a league bowler, whether you're a senior citizen, etc. And I wanted it to be there for everybody to read the latest information. I've got the option of making it a membership only site, but then people were saying, well, I log on at work, so I go on at work and then I go off it again. If I've got to actually sign up to read all the information, then I can't do that at work. Other senior citizens have contacted me and said, like, I'll read it at the library, in which case they can't log in either. But the free side of it is just, if I was being paid for it, if people were putting some money into it, I'd feel obliged to give them a better site than it is now. I'm quite proud of the site as it is, but it is only a forum with a few extras thrown in here and there. there are other pay-per-view sites. 21 Up, there is a big, much better site as a website, as a forum. I think we're up there as good as anybody else, but as a website, then 21 Up leads the way, and that is something that is worth paying for. Talking Bowls. Do you really want to pay to hear Spud having a go at Padge having a go back at Spud, or whoever it is? It's not really news, you know what I mean? So Talking Bowls is a lot of fun, and we get the information out there to as many people as possible.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm sure, Paul, that we thank you for everybody for the work you do. I mean, Bowls has certainly advanced with the likes of yourself and Jeff Russell and all these guys who put so much time into these websites. And we're just glad that Talking Bowls can continue. I think there are few people who got the worries when they sort of gone down. So, well done for keeping it going. Hopefully for many years to come as well, Paul.
Thank you. My wife wants me to make it a pay-per-view site, as you can imagine. I mean, since I made it members only for the last 10 days since it went down, we've had 61 new members in 10 days just signing up. These were just people who were reading the forum without being members. $5 each would have been quite nice. But no, it's free for everybody, and as long as I can keep it like that, then that's what I want.
Yeah, okay. Alright, well thanks for popping in, Paul. You can go back into your little hole now. So. A couple of comments on there. There was one put on about my comment with regard to the Wolves surviving and Burnley going down. A comment about Bert won't be happy with that comment from Snaps. Well, I'm sure that Bert at the moment is probably sitting down with his route planner, finding his way to exotic places like Scunthorpe and Barnsley and Doncaster. Well, never mind that. Anyway, also Tommy King, I said put a message on saying you've got no pictures. Well, Tommy, this is purely as a radio show, so you wouldn't want to be looking at us anyway.